Hey guys, Togavor here, and today we're here for a little bit of a different kind of video. Completely non-game related, not Magic the Gathering as you've seen earlier this week, and not Pokemon as you will usually see and always continue to see on this channel. This is a video where I'm going to talk about some real life stuff and some more important things. Not really sure what I'm going to title it, but today I'm going to be talking about school and some of the things, public school system, essentially. Some of the things I like and dislike. Most of the things I dislike. Things that I like are mostly the things that everyone likes. The fact that it's, well, I was gonna say it's free, but people pay taxes for it. Well, at least most people. I'm even not sure if it's most people. I don't have data on that, so I really shouldn't make claims like that. But anyway, so basically, the way that I myself think of public school, pretty much exclusively is, I'm on paint here, because why not? Let's try to make this fun. This is school, right? It's the box, so we're gonna public. Ooh, this is pretty awful. Public S. Oh, I cannot draw in here. This is supposed to be a serious video. Anyway, so this is public school, right? And so, inside of public school, there's lots of kids who do really well in it, and the system works for them, and they can, do their homework and absorb what they're supposed to be learning from the teachers and have fun doing it, which is what school's supposed to be about. I think it's supposed to be about learning and enjoying what you're learning and trying to gain, goodness out of what you're learning, if that makes any sense to you kids out there. Anyway, so say we'll just take our we got Timmy right here. We got Timmy. And Timmy, he's right here. He's in the box, right? He's in here. He gets good grades, but he, awful drawing. That's not the point of this video. Anyway, Timmy, he has a good home situation, his parents, they do well enough. They're not exactly rich, but, they get by plenty, never has to worry about when he'll see his next meal, or if there's any danger in his home, anything like that, right? He can always go home and he's in a safe environment, and yeah, he has a good time. He likes school, he has friends, and yeah. Alright, so we got Timmy here, and Timmy is what the public school system tries to create. A lot of times, the public school system, if it could, would just have all Timmys. Because when you have all Timmys, then the teachers are happy, the other kids are happy, because Timmy's a great guy, he's funny, he's got a little sense of humor, but he knows when to shut up and pay attention in class and get his work done, you know how it is. So, a lot of people would consider myself to be a Timmy for the most part, I don't have problems at home, I can get my work done if I choose to, which I do most of the time. My teachers generally like me, I contribute to discussions, right? Then over here, we have Johnny. Johnny, he's like right in the corner of this box right here because maybe, we'll say Johnny, English isn't his first language, right? And so school basically makes it so he doesn't have the opportunity to do as well as he could because they don't a lot of the times make the effort to assimilate to his needs and responsibilities. What they want to do is they want to turn Johnny into Timmy, instead of making a new box centered around Johnny. You see, that makes sense? So instead of this public school system's trying to adjust and accommodate to the students, they try to force the students to adjust and accommodate to the schools. And for some people, this works, and it's effective, and quote-unquote effective, and gets them quote-unquote ready for the world. That's a different discussion. But that's what it does. It changes people, for better or for worse. And then over here, we got Tom. And Tom doesn't have a good home life. His family doesn't have a very good income, and he can't really, he doesn't know if he'll always have dinner, or whether or not he can come home and his parents not be fighting. He might not always be able to get his homework done for these reasons, right? But a lot of times, this isn't seen by the system. And so, even in even in Johnny's case, you know, at least he's kept inside the box. What happens to Tom is he's left behind, and this turns into a bus and it just, you know, zooms off that way. But I don't know. This is an analogy that I've heard from a couple older people who have talked to me about education, and I think it makes a lot of sense. And you know, maybe it makes sense to you guys or not. But the biggest thing is that a lot of times people, you know, schools, they'll criticize schools and be like, oh, the achievement gap's too high. Now, my next video I'll probably talk about what achievement really is and how it should be different, but there's this thing that I learned about recently. This is kind of going off this topic. I think you guys have gotten the idea from this. But I don't really think that, you know, the achievement gap, I don't feel like schools really, I guess they try, but it just doesn't, I don't understand how someone could think that creating a program called TAG, Talented and Gifted, for those of you who don't know, and giving these TAG students more opportunities to succeed, who are already shown promise according to the public schools and what they count as promise at a young age. I don't understand how people think, oh, you know, this will decrease the achievement gap and make people with lower incomes and less opportunities to succeed. That'll definitely work, because it doesn't. And at least from my experience, most TAG students are, for the most part, this is not all inclusive, but for the most part, white, upper middle class students who wouldn't have any trouble in school normally. And so, and besides just increasing the achievement gap in schools, you, in a sense, increase the achievement gap in life. And you make it so certain kids can't go as far because they're not given the same opportunities as a kid who's shown promise at a young age. When at a young age, you don't really have the ability to think critically and make all those decisions for yourself, and you don't get to decide what your home life is, or the things around you, or what teachers you have, or what school you go to. 99.9% of the time, kids at young ages don't have that choice. And so creating programs like this and leaving Tom here is what I feel like a lot of schools do. And of course, I mean, this is coming from a kid who's a middle-class white kid who doesn't have any trouble in school, really, and takes a lot of it for granted. But I also see a lot of this happen, and I don't know, I like talking about it and bringing this up and bringing up conversation. And this video is totally rambly, and if it didn't make sense, by all means, leave a comment on this video. I will definitely respond, and yeah, this is something I really enjoy talking about, and so I'll bring up a next topic next week, and then, you know, we'll see what that is, and we'll see where this series takes us. But yeah, I'm Toad4, you're yourself. I hope somehow you did manage to enjoy this video, and leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of this or Pokemon, if you're on that kind of vibe. But I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.